Hello, beautiful Mindsetters. This is another great edition of your Learn Extra Live, and my name is Abraham, bringing you a special Learn Extra lesson for your mathematics literacy for all grade 10s to grade 12. So make sure that you're tuning in right now, but we just want to appreciate you as you are tuning in for taking your time. I just want to say, take your notepad and take your software next to you because we're going to be having a great show ever. But I'm not alone, of course. I am with a teacher because I'm not the teacher. Mr. Peter, how are you doing?
I'm good, thanks, Ibrahim, and welcome viewers from our side. It's great having you in the studio, and today we've got some great things lined up.
I'm looking forward. What's on the menu?
All right, well, last week we started this whole concept of probability, and we started looking at it from a very basic concept. And we just looked at a few concepts, okay? Today what we're going to do is we're going to take those simple concepts and we're going to apply them to some more rigorous sort of problems.
Sounds interesting.
It is interesting, and to make it more interesting, what we've got today, we've got two guests with us in our studio, okay? The lady on the left-hand side of your screen is Looney. Welcome, Looney.
Hi there, guys. Hello, Peter.
Looney, you want to tell us a little bit? You're not at school, Looney. You've left school a long time ago, and you're one of our presenters, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Okay, absolutely. Well, it's good to have you in the studio, and thanks for helping me out today. I really appreciate
It's great to be here.
Okay, and then the gentleman you see on your screen, that's Robbie. Robbie, what school do you go to?
I go to St. Stithians Boys College.
Okay, I'm glad you said the boys' college. We wouldn't have known. All right, absolutely fantastic. Right, so you at Saints, the boys' college. Normally the boys wear black blazers. I see you wearing a white blazer. The white blazer mean something?
Yeah, the white blazers mean for honours, which is outstanding achievement in your
Wow.
field.
Ooh, and you got honors for?
I've got triple honours.
Wow.
Honours for music, honours for general culture, and honours for drama.
Jeez.
Wow.
Well, that's quite good. Because if you've heard me sing, you'll understand why it's a good thing Robbie's
Oh,
in
no.
the studio. So if we need to break out in a chorus, Robbie, you're our
We
guy, and
will
we'll
do, we
call
will
on
do.
you to do that.
Will do.
Okay, great. Right, guys. Before I carry on, I think you want to tell the
Yes, I
mindsetters
do.
something about that
I
computer
have to tell
thing?
them a lot.
Okay.
Mindsetters, I'm so happy to be around you guys and also to be around Looney and Robbie today. We're going to be learning a lot from them and also from you sitting there at home. If you want to join us and learn a lot with us, you can join us on Facebook. Our Facebook link is facebook.com/Learn Extra. Also there on Facebook, you'll get a link to our events page, which is all about celebrating Father's Day. So if you have a special message for your dad, make sure that you go over our events page or on our wall and share your message. Who knows, on the 16th of June, we could be sharing your message right on our channel, also on our webpage. But also, second thing that you need to know is that you can tweet us, follow us at Learn Extra. We can tweet each other, team follow back, you know how we roll. And lastly, this show is proudly sponsored by Macmillan. And yes, we're having notes that you can download for free and learn with us. So that's how we roll today. Probability is the way to go. So Peter, let's just do this.
All right, great, guys. So what's our lesson about? Let's have a look at the board here. Okay, so today we're going to find the probability of more than one event taking place by using tables and this absolutely horrible thing here called tree diagrams. Okay, and normally when I say tree diagrams to my students, they start to get a little bit bilious from down under, because tree diagrams can be quite horrible. But hopefully by the end of this lesson, you'll feel a lot happier about them. Okay, let's recap last week's lesson. Why? Because I want to, and just in case for some unknown reason you missed it, let's have a look here. All right, we started off last week's lesson saying this, that basically, and I'm going to try and draw a straight line. Here's my straight line. Sure, not bad for a straight line. Okay. So we started off saying that probability is the chance of something happening. What is the chance of rolling a 6 when I roll a dice? What's the chance of me taking a red Smartie out of a box of Smarties? Okay? And we said that our probability ranges from 0 all the way through to 1. 0 meaning that there is no chance of something happening, and 1 meaning there's a definite chance of that happening. Okay, now let's use practical examples here. So, Robbie, you've got a dice, you've got a white dice there, okay? And I want to know now, in fact, Looney, you can also do this. You're going to roll the dice, okay? And when you get a 7,
Okay.
I want you to stop.
Okay.
Okay? Are you ready?
7 as in combined.
No. 7 on yours and a
Okay.
7 on his.
Okay,
All
cool.
right? Right, let's go. And away they go. Right. Now, hopefully you're busy watching them do this, okay? And they're rolling
I
the
got a
dice
5.
trying to get a 7. Okay. Now, while they're doing
Okay, I got a
let me
4.
tell you something in secret. Come right
But
up.
there's no 7 on
There
it.
is no 7 on a dice. So they're going to be entertained for quite a while they're rolling that 7. But we'll keep them going.
I've got a 1.
Okay? But if I say 0, it means there is no chance of something happening. Let's go back to them and see what's happening. Okay, Robbie, did you get a 7?
Close, but no.
Close, but no. When you say close, what are you saying you got?
I got a 6 twice.
Oh, she's so close to a 7. Looney, did you get a 7?
None
No.
at all. I got a 6 once and probably like a 4 and a 1 in between. So
All right, but
No,
no,
like-
no 7s.
Nope.
Okay. You know why you didn't get a 7?
there's no 7 on the dice though. Like
Absolutely, guys. There is no 7 on a dice. Now, I have a whole bag of dice here. And if there are any teachers watching this, let me just tell you this. You should not be teaching this section of the syllabus without a packet of dice. Okay? So, I've got dice, and when you look at the dice, in fact, it's probably better there. The camera can see it on your table a lot easier. When you look at a dice and just rotate them slowly, you can see we've got a 4 and a 3, we've got a 2, we've got a 5, we've got a 1, but there is no 7. So the probability of rolling a 7 is absolutely 0. It's not going to happen. Now, let's have a look at this concept of 1. What's the when I say we've got a probability of 1, we're saying it's definitely going to happen. So back to our guys with the dice. What I want you now to do, listen
Okay.
carefully because it's quite tough.
Okay.
You've got to roll the dice, and in rolling the dice, you've got to get either a 1 or a 2 or a 3 or a 4 or a 5 or a 6.
Sure.
Okay,
Okay.
right, let's roll. Okay, and away they go.
I got a 5.
Got a
All right,
3.
got a 5, got a 3.
Yes.
It definitely happened, didn't it?
Yes.
And why did it have to happen? It had to happen because there is only a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 on the dice. So the probability of rolling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or a 6 was 1. It was going to happen. Now, what happens if we get halfway and we say 0,5? What is the probability of 0,5? How many even numbers do you have on your dice, Robbie? And Looney, how many odd numbers do you have on your dice?
I have 3 odd numbers.
You have
3
3 odd numbers?
3 even
Three
numbers.
even numbers. Out of a total of 6. So the even numbers, you've got 3 and 6 chances, or if I simplify it, 1 and 2. Odd numbers, I've got 3 and 6 chances, or if I simplify it, 1 and 2. Okay? So that means you've got a 50-50 chance of rolling either an even number or an odd number. Okay. Are we happy with that? Now, the other thing we said last week was this, that we can write probability in 4 ways. We can use this thing, which is called fractions, or decimal fractions. Then we can write it like this, 1 over 2, which is fractions. We can write it as a percent, 0% up to 100%, or in the middle would be 50%. And then we can use words. And our words, and we've already used them, if something cannot happen, Robbie, what do we say? It's
50-50.
not going to happen?
Not going to happen.
Impossible.
0%. Impossible.
Okay, nice. We were getting there. All right. So if I've got naught, I'm going to say it is impossible. Not going to happen. Okay. If I get 100%, Looney, what word can you say?
Oh, what's the word for saying it will happen?
It will happen. It's definitely
Yes.
going to happen. Okay. It's a definite. It's a
Definite.
will be. Okay. It must happen. Right. So we're going to say here definite. Now, both of you are thinking, please don't ask me what is the middle one, but I'm going to anyway. Robbie, what do we call it if there's a 50% chance of something happening?
Could be half and half.
Half and half. I like that. Or 50-50 chance, a 1 in 2 chance. Okay, so there are a number of words that we could use, but what we're trying to stress is this, that there are 4 ways of writing probability. As a fraction, as a decimal fraction, as a percentage, and in words. Okay? Right, now we're going to get to some nice practical things. Right, both of you now have dice in front of you. Okay, Looney, you've got a red one,
Yes.
and Robbie, you've got a white one there. Okay, so let's have a look at this. A cubic dice has 6 faces, each with a different number on it. And when you focus in on the dice and you rotate those dice, you can actually see there quite clearly the different numbers that I have on those dice. I have a 1 and a 6, but there is no repetition of the numbers. Each dice has 1 1, 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, 1 5, and 1 6. Okay, now, with probability, we're now going to ask you the question, what is the probability? In other words, what's the chance of rolling a 5? So when we roll it and we get a 5 pointing up. Now, to make life easier, when these two do this, they're going to roll the dice, it's going to face up, and then they're just going to turn the dice towards the camera and show them which number was actually pointing upwards. That'll make life a lot easier for us. Okay. First of all, we said there were 6 numbers on my dice, okay? So a dice has 6 numbers. How many 5s, Looney, do you have on your dice?
We have 1
1.
5.
So we could say we've got 1 in 6 chances of rolling a 5. What does that mean? That means in a perfect world, okay, if we rolled the dice 6 times, number 5 is going to come up once. Should we see if we live in a perfect world? Okay. Looney, roll our dice. Okay. And we're going to count. Right, that's roll 1.
I got a 2.
Roll 2.
I got a 3.
Oh dear. Here we go. Roll 3.
I got a 1.
Got a 1. Roll 4.
Another 1.
Another 1. Roll 5.
A 4.
A 4.
Okay, we
Roll
close.
6.
Come on, guys. What? Come on. A 5!
We got a 5. There we go. Okay, this is no trick photography, by the way. Okay, this is real stuff. It's happening live in front of you. So she rolled it 6 times and managed to get a 5 once. And our chances, or our probability said you got 1 in 6 chances of getting that 5. And it worked out like that. Now, it doesn't always work out like that, all right? It was just, I think,
Pure luck.
good luck, eh?
Yeah.
I think so. Right. Now, what's a probability of rolling a 1? Well, there's 6 numbers on the dice. And how many 1s, Robbie, do you have?
I have 1 1.
You have 1 1. In other words, you got 1 in 6 chances of rolling a 1.
Yeah.
Okay, should we see if you're as lucky?
Let's see.
Right, let's go. Roll number 1.
I got a
1.
Roll 1, he got a 1. Okay, fantastic. Let's see what he gets for the other 5 rolls. Roll 2.
5.
5. Okay, roll 3.
6.
6. Roll 4.
1.
1 again. Sure. Roll 5. 5.
5.
And roll 6.
4.
4. Okay. So Robbie rolled the dice and he actually got the 1 twice. So what he's saying, according to his imperfect world, you live in an imperfect world. Do you know this,
much,
Robbie?
yeah.
No, how sad is that? Okay. In his imperfect world, he got 2 in 6 chances of rolling a 1. But you know, statistically and with probability and in our perfect world, he should have only rolled the 1 once. Okay. Now, we're going to make life a little more interesting and get a little more complicated, but not too much complicated. An even number. Now, Robbie, you did the even numbers, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay. How many even numbers did you say there were on the dice?
There's 3 on the dice.
There are 3 even numbers on the dice out of a total of?
6.
6 possibilities. In other words, we got 3 over 6. Now, when I simplify 3 over 6, whoa, what's the word simplify mean? Okay? It means let's reduce that 3 and that 6 to its simplest form. And you don't even have to think about how to do it. Okay? How are they going to do it, Robbie? With the use of?
Calculator.
Calculator, absolutely. Now, Robbie's one of my students at school, and Robbie knows that I always say, use your calculator. I don't care what sum comes your way. I don't even care if you're saying 1 plus 1 and you need to work that out. I'll take out my calculator, 1 plus 1, just in case I make a careless mistake. Your parents have paid 125 or 130 Rand, whatever it is, for their calculator, so use it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm bringing up my calculator here, and I'm going to say, right, I'm going to push my fraction button. I've got 3 over 6. You can see it on your screen. Now, if I push the number, or if I push equals, watch what happens to that 3 over 6. Voila, it gives me a half. In other words, my calculator has now simplified my ratio of 3 over 6, or my probability of 3 over 6 to 1 over 2. So my calculator is saying, hey, 3 over 6 is the same thing as 1 over 2. It's just in its simplest form. Okay, so we've now said that that is the same thing as 1 over 2. Right. So in other words, what are we saying, folks? We're saying in a perfect world, every 2 times that I roll the dice, an even number should come up at least once. Robbie, let's see. Roll our dice. And roll 1, we got a 3. Right, roll it again. Roll 2, and we're going to land up getting a
4.
There we go, guys. We rolled it twice. The chances of getting an even number was 1 in those 2 rolls. And it just so worked out like that. Okay, Robbie, if I were then to roll the dice, let's say 4 times, how many times should we get an even number?
Probably 2.
Probably 2, absolutely. Why? Because we said that if we roll it twice, every once we should get a even number. So if I roll it 4 times, how did I get that 2 to become a 4? I times by 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So this one, if I times the top line by 2 as well, I should get 2. In other words, we're rolling the dice 4 times. We're going to get an even number twice. Well, we hope so. Robbie, let's roll it. Roll number 1.
4.
4. Cool. Roll number 2. A 5. Right. Roll number 3. A 1. Right. Roll number 4.
A 4.
4. There we go. Guys, we live in a perfect world in the studio, okay? Johannesburg Sandton is the place for it to happen. Clearly, we are in a wonderful, perfect world. Okay, fantastic. The next thing we've got to look at is this thing called a prime number. Now, I hate it when examiners say, what is the probability of getting a prime number? Because sometimes students understand probability, but they've forgotten what a prime number is. Why? Because the last time we did prime numbers was when we were in primary school. Okay. Can you remember what a prime number is?
I was just about
Vinnie?
to ask you, what is a prime number? It's been ages since I've been in primary.
Okay. Robbie, do you remember what a prime number is?
Don't think so, sir.
You don't think so, hey? Okay. Ibrahim, do you remember what a prime number is?
I have a clue, but I'm not sure if I'm right.
No, say it.
Okay, well, let's go all the way back to grade 4, okay? In grade 4, we said a prime number was a number that was divisible by 1 and itself only, okay? So no other number can divide into it, and we can't say 1 is a prime number, right? So let's have a look at these numbers here. Here they are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we said 1 cannot be a prime number. Now, can any number besides 2 and 1 go into 2? No. Okay, so 2 is a prime number. Is 3 a prime number? Yes. Okay. Is 4 a prime number?
No.
No. Why not? Because
2 can
2
go.
will divide into it. So that is not a prime number. Is 5 a prime number?
Yes.
Yes, because nothing will divide into 5, folk. Okay? Is 6 a prime number?
No.
No. Why? Because both 2 and 3 can divide into 6. Right. So how many prime numbers do I have on my dice?
You've got 3.
I've got 3 prime numbers. So let's go back here. So we're now saying, okay, so prime numbers, and let's use a different color. Why? Because I want to. Okay, we've got 3 in 6 chances. When we simplify, we're saying we've got 1 in 2 chances of getting a prime number. Okay, let's roll it, folk, and let's see if we get this, and then we're going to take a break. Right, let's go for it.
5.
5, right, is a prime number, and another roll, and we get
5 again.
5. Whoa! So, what Looney is actually saying is we're always going to get a prime number. Okay, Looney, our perfect world is just totally collapsed before us, and maybe that's a good time to take a break before the whole studio gives in. Ibrahim, but I'm not allowed to say that. You've got to say that. Apparently.
From an unrealistic world to a realistic one, but going back to the imperfect world. But then let's take a quick commercial break. Mindset says do not go anywhere because now you're about to watch a trailer. This is the last time we're having this competition. Mindset says it is the After Earth competition where you could win this awesome Swift band and also this pen. Look at this. Isn't it awesome? I just had to play around with it. And also this t-shirt, and you could win also this awesome notebook, but it doesn't end there. You could also win a double ticket just for you and your friend to come watch this movie that is launched tomorrow, the 7th of June. I can't wait. I'll be there to make sure that I watch it. But if you'd like to win more, stay tuned because after the trailer, I'll be announcing the winner and giving you the keyword for today. Welcome back, Mindsetters. Now, after seeing that trailer, it is a must-see. Tomorrow, it's just going to be rocking in your cinemas. So make sure that you listen now as I give you the keyword for today's show. The keyword for today's show is structure. So if you're tuning in right now and you'd like to enter for the competition to win our tickets and this awesome hamper, make sure that you go over Facebook because we have the link to the entry form, or else you can just go straight to learnextra.co.za/After Earth and you could win this awesome hamper. But the winner from yesterday's show, it is Oribitseng Kekana. Congratulations to you, Oribitseng Kekana. And if you'd like to be like her, make sure that tomorrow today you enter, and tomorrow, who knows, it might be you. Winners for this show will be announced on Saturday. So that's another reason for you to stay tuned. And then on Saturday, watch our Saturday school with grade 12s doing some revision work for you. So Peter, let's continue.
Right, sure. I hope my son's tuned in, and I hope he has entered this competition because you get 2 tickets. Is that right?
Yes.
So one for him and one for me. I really, really
Don't
need to
you think
see
that'll
this
be
movie.
nepotism?
I tell you what, I've seen the trailer for that movie several times, and I just think it's phenomenal. It's wonderful, and I just can't wait to go and see the movie. So who knows?
How much do you rate it out of 10?
I haven't
Just seeing
seen
the
the
trailer.
whole thing, hey?
Just
I've
seeing the
only seen
trailer.
the trailer, and I've got to be careful because it's live TV. If it doesn't turn out to be a good movie, I could be in trouble. But I love
Probability.
adventure. And
What
my
is the
son-
probability?
The probability of it being a 10 is pretty high, hey? I think it is, if you enjoy that kind of movie, which I do. So that's great. All right,
Nice.
let's get back to the lesson because time is marching on. Right, folk. So before the ad break, we were looking at this whole thing of probability. And remember, we said we could write probability in 4 ways: as a fraction, a decimal fraction, as a percentage, and in words. And then what we did was we played a few games with dice. But up to this point, we have only used 1 dice at a time. Okay, Robbie was playing with 1, all right, and Looney was playing with the other one, all right. So, but they were doing them individually. So we were either talking to Robbie and he was throwing his dice, or I was talking to Looney and she was throwing her dice. Now we're going to do something entirely different. We are going to play a game, and right here in this studio, we are going to give a prize to the winner, and the winner is going to be either Looney, or it's going to be Rob, or it's going to be moi. Okay, and what are we playing for? It's quite simple. Let me show you. I'm just going to go and get it quickly. Right, here we go. It's quite hot in the studio today. I know Joburg's
Can I
pretty
also
cool.
play?
Do you want to play?
Yes.
No.
Okay, Brim, you can play as well.
No.
And we are playing for a wonderful can of cool drink. Okay, whoever wins gets the can. So, here we go. Now, we are all going to choose a number. Now, Ibrahim's run around because he wants to be part of all the
I'm
fun
here.
here and everything. Okay,
sucks.
but Brim, you can't throw a dice or anything but you can just make sure they don't cheat.
Okay. I'll be
Okay,
the
so
judge.
what we're going to do is on the screen behind me, I actually have 10 numbers. Your lucky numbers, all the way through, not to 10, to 13. Okay, so it's 0 all the way through to 13. Okay, in fact, let's make it 0 to 12 today. All right. Now, we are each going to choose a lucky number. Because I am the presenter here today, I get first choice, and I've already chosen my lucky number, and my lucky number is number 7. And so I've put here Mr. T, or more simply, let's just call me Pete. Why? Because that's my name. Okay? And there we go. Right. Brahim, which
5.
number 5? Should I call you I or B? How do you spell it? Is it
AP.
Ibrahim
Just
or
call me AP.
AB? Okay, AB it is. Robbie, choose one.
About 11.
11, Robbie. Right.
Looney, 12.
12. Right, I'm going to choose another one. I'm choosing number 6 here again. Right.
That's
AB.
because you're the presenter.
Yeah, AB.
I'll choose number 10.
Number 10. There he goes. Robbie.
9.
9. That's a nice number. Looney.
2.
2.
Yes.
Cool. Right, I'm going to go again. I'm going to choose number 8. Why? Because I want to, and so I can remember where my numbers are. Number 6, 7, and 8. How cool is that? All right, AB.
4.
4.
I can also remember 4, 5, 10.
4, 5. Right, Robbie, let's go. What number would you like?
Let's go for 1.
Let's go for 1, Robbie. Looney.
I'll take 3.
And Looney, because you're the only female in the studio, Shane, bless you, you can have an extra number 0.
Thanks,
So
thanks,
now
thanks.
we're actually improving your chance of winning, aren't we? Okay, so remember we're playing for this phenomenal cool drink. Folk in the studios here this afternoon, it's about 43 degrees. It's
Yeah.
really warm. So we can't wait to click that cold drink open and just glug it down. Okay, so how does the game work? Well, it's quite simple, really. What we're going to do is this. Robbie's going to roll a dice, okay? Looney's going to roll one, and they're going to add up those figures.
Okay.
Okay? And then they're going to call out the answer to me.
Okay.
Got it?
All right.
Okay. So, Robbie, when you roll yours, you'll say 5, Looney, you'll say 3, and Brim, do you want to do the adding? There we go. You can do
Yeah, I'll
something.
just
add.
Okay, so you just give us the total. Right, let's go. And away we go. And we've got to go quite quickly, okay?
That's a
2.
7.
5 and 2.
5 and 2 is 7, and I'm off the mark. Let me just explain to you. It's quite bad of me. I haven't explained to you how you win this game. That's quite terrible.
Yeah.
The way you win this game is this. If we add the dice, and in this case we got 7, I put a tick by the 7. The first one to get 10 ticks wins the game.
Okay.
Okay. Right, let's go. And we've got to go quick. Right, let's go. And hold it up for the camera to see.
6,
6
4,
we got. Okay, great. Let's go.
Got a
5
5.
and
10.
5.
10. Nice. AB, you've got a mark here.
5 and
8,
8. Okay, cool. Let's go.
4,
3.
4. AB, you're doing well. Between you and me, I
Just
can
let
sense a
them
cold
have
drink
the
coming.
6,
6. And that's me again. Let's go.
2,
2. Well done, Looney. You're on the race.
10,
10. AB, you're doing well.
8,
8. And yes, that's good. Keep
come
throwing.
on,
A
come
6,
on,
a
come
7,
on,
or 8.
come
4,
4. Right, let's go.
9,
9. Let's go.
9,
9 again.
Oh,
Oh, dear.
come on,
Right,
come on.
Robbie, you smiling?
7,
7. Oh, good, guys. At last, it's me again.
1.
5,
5. AB.
No.
9,
9. Let's go.
8.
8,
8. Let's go.
No.
6,
6. Let's go.
I put you are cheating though, hey? 11.
11. I can't be cheating. I'm not rolling the dice, guys.
Five.
You are
Five.
doing it. It's got nothing to do with me. I'm standing way over here.
10.
10 it is. Right.
12.
12,
Allah.
12. Right, Looney,
Let's
away
go,
you go.
Let's go.
Let's show the
10.
camera so they know you're not cheating.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
I'm winning. 9,
9.
9 it is.
4,
4.
9,
9. Robbie, you're doing well.
6,
6. Oh, that's what I like to see.
4,
4.
4,
Oh dear.
Oof.
I don't like this.
6,
6. I like this.
11,
11. Nice. Let's go.
6,
7. Oh,
So-
sorry,
six.
6. Sorry.
6. Whoa,
so sorry.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
8,
8.
2,
2.
Come on, really?
what's that?
4.
7,
7. Nice.
5,
5.
11,
11 it is.
10.
10,
Cool.
8,
8. I like 6, 7, and 8. Keep
9.
rolling them. Not 9. I don't like 9.
7.
7, I like 7.
This game sucks.
7.
7, I like 7. Yeah, 7 coming through.
10.
10, I don't like 10.
I hate this game,
Let's
hey?
go.
8.
8, that's okay. That's one of mine.
5.
5, I don't
That's
like.
me.
It's not one of mine.
That sucks
Um,
though. 6.
6.
6 is one of mine. I like that.
7.
7, I like that. That's one of mine.
You are cheating, Pete.
5.
Cheating.
5, I'm not cheating. I'm not rolling at all. It's
Cheating.
entirely you people that are rolling.
6.
6, here we go. I'm not even
No,
touching it.
No, this is
10.
probability.
10,
No, no,
oh dear.
Come on, come on, come on.
9.
9,
9.
9,
That's
oh
like
no.
7.
7, I like 7.
9.
9, I don't like 9. Robbie, looks like
You're
you're very
almost
close.
winning.
Oh, here
4.
we go, here we go.
4, AB's there.
I think it's my lucky day.
9.
9,
is-
No.
is it?
Yeah, it's 9.
Was it 9? So
No.
Robbie actually won the game.
No, I'm kidding. It wasn't.
Well, it wasn't 9. You were kidding.
No.
Ah,
Oh,
It was 8.
it was 8.
Let's continue.
Oh, gee, you had my heart attacking me here.
Right.
Okay, 8. Let's keep going.
oh, okay, here we go. 9. Here
All
we
right,
go.
camera
9.
must zoom in
7.
because these
Hi,
guys are
camera
cheating
now,
big
right?
time here.
7.
Abram is cheating.
8.
8 it is, nice.
Come on.
6.
6 it is, come on.
5.
5, let's keep going.
3.
3.
For the
Oh,
first
Looney,
time.
you're off on this shot on 3 there.
7.
7 it is, come on, let's
Oh.
go.
Here we go.
10.
10,
Oh,
come
no.
on.
6.
6, and stop the game, folks. Pete
Cheating.
has won. There it is.
No ways.
Okay,
No.
I kid you
I
not.
can't.
Let's get rid of that horrible number 9 because you guys were trying to cheat. 6 has won, which means I've won. Now, folks, sure, this is going to be just, listen. Oh, that sounds so
Refreshing.
good.
You
Now, you guys don't get
can't.
jealous, but let me
You
just...
can't. No. Cheating.
Oh, that's good. You have no idea how good that is. They're
Ah.
really great. I'm really sorry that I had to win. Okay. Guys, did I win fairly, or was there a bit of cheating?
Match fixing.
Match fixing, you think so? All right.
Yes.
Well, the truth is this, folks, that obviously I had nothing to do with rolling those dice. Okay? Nothing at all. It had, those were the people rolling the dice. They were rolling it. I was standing here, miles away from them. So it wasn't me who played around with those dice. And you'll all agree to that. So now, how come then I won? Now look at my 3 numbers here. Number 6, look where I was. And let me get a different color. Here we go. Look where I am. Number 7, look where I am. Number 8, look where I am. All 3 of my numbers were close to winning. Why did I do that? Let's have a look at this. Here's the 1 dice. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that represents 1 dice, or 1 die. And over going down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 represents the other dice. Now, let's add them up. So if Robbie threw a 1 and Looney threw a 1, we had a total of 2. I'm going to use a different color here. I've got a total of 2. If Robbie threw a 1 and Looney threw a 2, we got a total of 3.
Okay.
A 1 and a 3 gave me 4, gave me 5, gave me 6, gave me 7. Okay? If Robbie threw a 2 and Looney threw a 1, we got 3. We got 4, we got 5, we got 6, we got 7. Oops, let me get rid of that. I don't know why I did that. Okay, cool. There we go. We got 7, and then we got 8. Over here, we landed up with a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, a 8, a 9. Here, a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And over here, a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now, I want to ask Looney a question. Okay? Looney, do you remember you got an extra number? Do you remember that? Okay. We all had 3 numbers each, and you had 4. And I
Yes.
lovingly gave you the number 0. And you lovingly took it with great anticipation for this cauldron, waiting to hear the click and the ksh and the glug glug glug, unless it didn't happen.
Yeah.
What was your feeling when I explained the rules of the game? What did you realize about your number 0?
Actually, there's no 0 on the dice.
Okay, you're never going to get a 0. Do you agree? Okay. Who got the number 1? Who took number 1? I think it was Isolini.
Did I take number 1?
I think you did.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Now, what's the probability of rolling 2 dice and adding to 1?
Oh,
It's not gonna happen. Okay? So here's Looney. 2 of her 4
my
numbers are
word.
never, ever, ever, ever gonna happen. She was running at a loss, folk, before the game even
bad.
began.
That's
And I
bad.
must admit, I had a
That's bad.
tiny little smile in myself, thinking, he. But serious on the outside. Okay? So let's have a look at this. You can see these are the outcomes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, etc. Right. Here's my question. What's the probability of us getting 2 dice to add to 0? 0. There's no probability. You guys can roll this. We can leave here at the end of the show, come back next week, and you two will still be rolling saying, come on, let's add up to a 0. It's not going to happen. Okay? So now what we're saying is the probability of getting 0 was 0. The probability of rolling a 1 or adding 2 numbers up to get a 1 was 0. The probability of rolling a 2. How many 2s do I have here?
1.
1. Okay? And how many possible outcomes are there?
6. 12.
12? 6? 12? Absolutely wrong. Okay? There are 36 possibilities.
Oh.
All right. Now, guys, that's a question that comes up in matric papers, and so many people say, well, if I have 2 die, there's 6 on this one, 6 on that, so possible outcomes is 12. But it's actually not, hey? There's actually 36
36, oh.
possibilities. There they are. 1 to 6 to 12 to 18 to 24 to 30 to 36. I've just been told we've got to take an ad break, and that's what we'll do, and we'll carry on explaining this straight afterwards.
Well said. Mindsetters, still be on the page, and let's chat more because we've announced the winners on the page. And also, I encourage you to go over our events page for your special Father's Day message. If you'd like to say anything to your dad, wishing him a special happy Father's Day on June 16th, make sure that you go over our wall or events page and post your message. See you after the break. Welcome back, Mindsetters. Now, this you gotta hear because I'm having so many justifications on why some people didn't win. Well, the outstanding reason is Peter is trying to teach us how to gamble.
Well, you know, don't tell your teacher that. I actually am not, hey? But, yeah, we'll talk about that in another program. I'm just enjoying my Coke.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
It's really
Because
good. It
Luni
really
was
is.
supposed to and she had better chances. But anyway, we could also learn that dice are not for girls.
No.
Yes, you still have
Right,
to-
folks, let's carry on because
Congratulations.
we're going to have a fight here in the studio, and that's the last thing I need. So let's have a look at this. Just before the break, we were playing with those 2 dice, remember? And for some reason, my numbers nearly won all of them. Number 6, number 7, and number 8. And now we're looking at statistically why I would have chosen number 6, number 7, and number 8. Let's have a look at this. Okay, so we said now the chances of choosing 2 was 1 in 36. What's the probability of a 3 coming up? There's only 2 of them. Agreed? So I've got 2 in 36 chances, right? How many 4s do I have? 1, 2,
3.
3. So I've got 3 in 36 chances of those 2 dice that you had on the table rolling and adding up to a 4. How many 5s do I have?
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Now I want you to look at my so-called lucky numbers, okay? How many 6s?
5.
5 of them. How many 7s?
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 of them. How many 8s?
5.
How many 9s?
4.
4.
Do you get the idea, folk? How many 10s?
3.
3.
How many 11s?
2.
And how many 12s?
1.
Okay. If you were gambling money, now we don't encourage this, okay? Let's just set that straight up now, okay? Because just understand something, and this is what I always say to my classes. Guys, if you could win money at casinos, right? If going to a casino and gambling was a sure way of winning, no casino would be open in this country. Nothing. Because who would open up a business knowing they were going to lose? No one would. So casinos are opened up around the country because the probability of you losing is far greater than the probability of you winning. Now, in the same way here, the probability of me winning that last game, remember they had to throw 2 dice, add them up, and the sum had to add up to a number, and we marked that number. And the biggest chance, or the biggest probability, is that number 7 will come up the most times, followed by number 6 and followed by number 8. So 6, 7, and 8 had a very good chance of winning. Who was a threat to me? The numbers that were a threat to me was number 5 as well as number 9. Because where number 6 and 7 had a 5 and 36 chance of coming up, number 5 and number 9 had a 4 in 36 chance. Now, do you remember when we played that game, Robbie? You were number 9. Do you remember?
I do.
And you were getting quite close to winning. In fact, at one stage, I thought, I'm going to die first in this studio. Okay, I thought you were going to win it. Luckily, he didn't. All right. So, that is the whole thing to do with probability. So, my lucky number 6, 7, and 8, folk, it wasn't lucky at all. It had everything to do with probability. You guys want to play another game?
Yes.
You want to win, hey?
Yes.
Do you want to know what we're playing for?
What are we playing for?
We are playing for, ladies and gentlemen, here it is, okay? Not a small little chocolate bar,
Was like
but we're talking about a big, big chocolate bar. Okay, let's go for it, and I know we're running short of time, so we're going to hopefully have to really get it right. Now what we've got here is this. I've now got numbers 0 to 7, okay? And Ibrahim's running around because he wants to be part of this. The chocolate's drawing him closer and closer. He feels this desire to win, okay? So I've chosen number 1. I've left number 7 for you this time. Is that all right?
I'm never taking anything from you. I want to choose my own numbers. Number 4.
Okay, and
Nine.
Looney's just going straight for it. I didn't even ask her if she wanted
I
a
wanted
number, and
number
she's gone
4.
for it. Okay, so
Yes.
she's taken number 4. Let's go for it. Number 4. Right. Brit,
Number 3.
3. AB, Robbie.
I'll go for number 7.
Robbie, cool. My turn again. I'm going to go for 0.
Look.
Okay. Looney.
I'll go for number 6.
Number 6. There we go.
Number 5.
Number 5, Ibrahim. Cool.
I wanted number 2 anyway.
You want number?
You don't have a
Two.
choice.
It's
Okay.
fine.
All right, it's kind of everyone has got 2 numbers. In fact, everyone's got 3 numbers except me.
2.
2 numbers.
2
You
numbers.
have 2.
Everyone has 2.
Okay, everyone has 2 numbers. Cool. So now we're going to
Fair.
see who's going to win. Now, folk, I am worried about time. So what we're going to do is we're going to say the first 1 to 5.
Yes.
Okay.
Can we do that?
Yes.
Okay, just because I'm worried. Now, what we're going to do in this lesson, just to make, or this game, just to make it more fun,
Okay.
you're going to roll a dice, Looney. Rob, you're going to roll a dice, but now instead of adding them, Brim, you're going to subtract them.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
So if Robbie rolls a 5 and Looney rolls a 5, 5 minus 5 is 0. You got it? Right, let's go. And away they go. And we got to go quickly because time's running out.
4,
Minus 3, 1.
That's a 1.
Okay, cool. 1 it is.
5,
Minus
2.
3, 2.
2. Right, Robbie's on.
6,
6 minus 3, 3.
3.
3. AB's on the
1.
game.
Okay, let's say
3.
4 minus 1. 3.
3. Okay, cool.
5,
1.
1.
Oh, it's 1, huh?
6 minus 4, 2.
2.
2. Cool.
3 minus 2, 1.
1. And Peter's way ahead again.
5 minus 3, 2. You see, we
Oh, Robbie's there. Robbie's there.
6 minus 6, 0.
0. And there's Peter on the
2
board again.
minus 1, 1.
Whoa, there we go again.
3 minus 2.
There's 1.
One.
Ladies and gentlemen, stop the game. Oh, now look at this, folk. Oh, I don't know how to
See,
do this,
this
but
match
you know-
fixing.
somehow now I've just got to open this and just ooze this into my mouth, which
This
is
ain't
just
fair.
going to be absolutely
No.
phenomenal.
This ain't
So
But you know what?
close,
I am on a
Match
diet,
fixing.
and so I think maybe we'll leave it for the producer. Is that all right?
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, no, he's very happy about that. Okay. All right. So now, guys, here are the numbers. Now, again, were those numbers I chose, remember I chose 0 and 1, did I choose them just because they were my lucky numbers, or was there some probability involved? Now, let's have a look quickly at this whole thing again. And I'm going to take a big blackboard duster and try and clear this board very, very quickly, and so we can use it again. Right, here we go. Okay. That's quite nice, eh? Sometimes I wish I could do that with my words. Just erase it. All right, here we go. If Robbie threw a 1 and Looney threw a 1, what's 1 minus 1?
0.
0. 2 minus 1?
1.
1.
2.
3 minus 1 is 2. 3, 4, and 5. Agreed? 2 minus 1? 1. 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? 3 minus 1 is 2. 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. 4 minus 1 is 3, minus 2 is 2, minus 3 is 1, minus 4 is 0. 5 minus 4 is 1 and 2. Over here we've got a 4, a 3, a 2, a 1, a 0, a 1. Over here I've got a 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, a 1, and a 0. Okay, now, who chose the number 6?
Did I choose number 6? I think I chose number 6.
Do you think you chose number 6? You know, there's one way to tell, eh? Looney,
I
you
did.
Okay. Was there any way we were going to get a number 6?
No.
It was just not going to happen. Like, oh,
Okay.
shame. You know, Looney's just wonderful to have in the studio. I will take her any day to play a game against her, because chances are I'm going to win before she's even begun,
Match
which is
fixing.
really, really wonderful. Okay, so now let's look at this. We're trying to bring up the right board. What is the probability? Remember, I chose number 0. Okay. I also chose 1. Someone else chose 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We said the probability of getting a number 6 was not going to happen, nor was 7. Okay, we just threw 7 in there. Why? Because we needed 8 numbers. And Brema, I think you were the one who chose number 7. Okay, cool. 0. How many zeros do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's a 6 in 36 chance of the number 0 coming up. And a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I had a 10 in 36 chance of my number 1 coming up. So guys, was there such a thing as my lucky number 1? Not at all. It had everything to do with probability. What were the chances of number 2 coming up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of 36 chances. And Robbie, I think number 2 was your number. And so every time number 2 came up, inside my heart, I went, oops. Why? Because number 2 was a huge threat to me. Right? I knew number 1 had a greater probability. Number 2 was a huge threat. What was the probability of number 5 coming up? Well, we had 1, 5, and 2, hey? So it was a 2 in 36 chance. And Looney, I think that was your lucky number again. All right. So when the number 5 came up, and I looked at it, my heart was like, bring it on, boy. That's not a threat to me at all. Why? Because the probability of it happening again is very slim. Only 2 in 36 chances. Whereas the probability of that number 2, which was Robbie's number coming up, was extremely high, and it concerned me greatly. But luckily, folk, number 1 came in first, and so I can proudly say I'm the proud owner not only of a cool drink, but also of a wonderful slab of chocolate. Okay. Now, guys, we could be here forever and ever. There is so much fun and so many wonderful activities that we could do with probability. Unfortunately, once again, our time has come to an absolute screeching halt, and I haven't even done half the things I wanted to do. But that's the way it is. Robbie, I want to thank you for coming into the studio. I really appreciate it. Looney, thanks for hanging around and being with us.
Thank you so much.
It's really great. You guys have done yourselves proud. Thank you very much. From me, guys, that's it. Remember, it's Thursday, which means it's quarter to Friday, and enjoy the weekend.
Thank you very much, Peter. I had so much fun too. Mindsetters, I hope you've enjoyed this the lesson as much as we've done. But a big thank you to our sponsor, which is Macmillan, for making this show possible for us. But from us to you guys, we just want to say we appreciate and keep on believing in yourselves. Hello, beautiful Mindsetters. This is another great edition of your Learn Extra Live, and my name is Abraham, bringing you a special Learn Extra lesson for your mathematics literacy for all grade 10s to grade 12. So make sure that you're tuning in right now, but we just want to appreciate you as you are tuning in for taking your time. I just want to say, take your notepad and take your software next to you, because we're going to be having a great show ever. But I'm not alone, of course. I am with a teacher, because I'm not the teacher. Mr. Peter, how are you doing?
I'm good, thanks, Ibrahim, and welcome viewers from our side. It's great having you in the studio, and today we've got some great things lined up.
I'm looking forward. What's on the menu?
All right, well, last week we started this whole concept of probability, and we started looking at it from a very basic concept. Last week's lesson, why? Because I want to, and just in case for some unknown reason you missed it, let's have a look here. All right, we started off last week's lesson saying this, that basically, and I'm going to try and draw a straight line. Here's my straight line. Sure, not bad for a straight line. Okay. So we started off saying that probability is the chance of something happening. What is the chance of rolling a 6 when I roll a dice? What's the chance of me taking a red Smartie out of a box of Smarties? Okay? And we said that our probability ranges from 0 all the way through to 1. 0 meaning that there is no chance of something happening, and 1 meaning there's a definite chance of that happening. Okay, now let's use practical examples here. So, Robbie, you've got a dice, you've got a white dice there, okay?
And share your message. Who knows, on the 16th of June, we could be sharing your message right on our channel, also on our webpage. But also, second thing that you need to know is that you can tweet us, follow us at Learn Extra. We can tweet each other, team follow back, you know how we roll. And lastly, this show is proudly sponsored by Macmillan. And yes, we're having notes that you can download for free and learn with us. So that's how we roll today. Probability is the way to go. So Peter, let's just do this.
All right, great, guys. So what's our lesson about? Let's have a look at the board here. Okay, so today we're going to find the probability of more than one event taking place by using tables and this absolutely horrible thing here called tree diagrams. Okay, and normally when I say tree diagrams to my students, they start to get a little bit bilious from down under, because tree diagrams can be quite horrible. But hopefully by the end of this lesson, you'll feel a lot happier about them. Okay, let's recap blazer. The white blazer means something?
Yeah, the white blazers mean for honors, which is outstanding achievement in your
Wow.
field.
Ooh, and you got honors for?
I've got triple honors.
Wow.
Honors for music, honors for general culture, and honors for drama.
Jeez.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, that's quite good. Because if you've heard me sing, you'll understand why it's a good thing Robbie's
Oh,
in
no.
the studio. So if we need to break out in a chorus, Robbie, you're our
We
guy, and
will
we'll
do, we
call
will
on
do.
you to do that.
Will do.
Okay, great. Right, guys. Before I carry on, I think you want to tell the
Yes, I
mindsetters
do.
something about
I
that
have to
computer
tell
thing?
them a lot.
Okay.
Mindsetters, I'm so happy to be around you guys and also to be around Looney and Robbie today. We're going to be learning a lot from them and also from you sitting there at home. If you want to join us and learn a lot with us, you can join us on Facebook. Our Facebook link is facebook.com/Learn Extra. Also there on Facebook, you'll get a link to our events page, which is all about celebrating Father's Day. So if you have a special message for your dad, make sure that you go over our events page or on our wall
And we just looked at a few concepts, okay? Today, what we're going to do is we're going to take those simple concepts and we're going to apply them to some more rigorous sort of problems.
sounds interesting.
It is interesting, and to make it more interesting, what we've got today, we've got two guests with us in our studio. Okay, the lady on the left-hand side of your screen is Looney. Welcome, Looney.
Hi there, guys. Hello, Peter.
Looney, you want to tell us a little bit? You're not at school, Looney. You've left school a
No.
long time ago, and you're one of our presenters, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Okay, absolutely. Well, it's good to have you in the studio, and thanks for helping me out today. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate
It's great
that.
to be here.
Okay, and then the gentleman you see on your screen, that's Robbie. Robbie, what school do you go to?
I go to St. Stithians Boys College.
Okay, I'm glad you said the boys' college. We wouldn't have known. All right, absolutely fantastic. Right, so you at Saints, the boys' college. Normally the boys wear black blazers. I see you wearing a white